Dear chemo, today is ground zero. Worst I felt. My body needs a break. Needs a break from mouth sores, pain, nausea, brittle nails, hot flashes, night sweats, sensitive eyes, wacky intestines, hair loss, and relentless exhaustion. I know normal is out there, but it just feels so far away. The girl in the mirror is broken, but I'm not afraid, just anxious to rebuild the new me. See.
Chemo is great, and chemo was awful in the same regard. I think I had a love-hate relationship with chemo. When I was at the hospital, when I was at Walter Reed, when I was in the treatment room, chemo was fantastic. It's where I felt at home. It's the only place I didn't feel awkward or weird or different, because I was surrounded by people who were going through the same process, nurses who understood, what it was like, wonderful friends that would make you laugh and bring presents, and you could have a great time. And nobody looked at you weird. Nobody looked at you like you were sick. It was just like a lunch date, So being at chemo was fantastic in that regard.
Like when people were saying I still have hair, I should be like, oh my gosh, I do. Did you see Barb? She bought labels for our bags of chemo, and they were Marlowe and.
See, I don't know what it says about what my friends think of me, but all their first questions were, "Can you still drink?"
Coming home from chemo was a little bit of a different story, and then the days that follow your treatment are not so great. And that's when you really have to battle yourself. It's like a battle of the wills. Is chemo going to win that day, or are you going to win? Because it's a competition, I
feel so dizzy. Cancer. Oh, when I start to feel sick like this, I don't feel like I'm in control anymore. And I feel like the cancer's got the best of me, not me got the best of the cancer, you know what I mean? I just want it to go away. I hate when I feel like this. I just want to lay down right here. Or maybe a little bit.
Okay. Dear cancer, the throbbing in my bones won't stop. I sleep for 14 hours only to wake still completely exhausted. The poison in my body continues to stampede my stomach and intestines. Still, you're failing. Tonight, he walked through the door. He bathed me, fed me, and gently wrapped his arms around me. There's nothing you can do, cancer. Ryan isn't going to let you win. Love, C.
You also physically feel drained and emotionally drained, that things are never going to get better. You're never going to feel normal. You'll never be able to walk down the street and look like those other people that you see laughing and smiling that you just want to punch in the face. You're never going to feel like that again. And I think that's where chemo a lot of times beats people and wins on a day-to-day basis, is because it affects your emotional state more.
I can't believe it's the last day, and I also can't believe on the last day of chemo, as I'm celebrating, all I'm thinking about is cancer returning. And I'm worried that cancer is going to return. I've worried about that more today than I have in the past 5 months, and I don't know why. Dear chemo, we just said goodbye forever. I'll feel your effects for a while. My hair will soon start to grow, and you'll fade into my memory. I'm fierce and a diva, just like you. Pink kisses, C. Dear cancer, I was vain last night. I cried in Ryan's arms. He repeated how he won't look at me any different and with anything less than love. I cried for having scars, for losing my breasts, for losing that part of intimacy with him, for feeling fake and empty and like I'm a freak. He reminded me I'm at the goal line and I will beat you. He said, I'll be more in love with you after your surgery than before. C.
So with surgery, the hardest part for me was, holding Ryan's hand as they're wheeling me in and seeing the complete lack of control that he had over the situation, and watching tears fall out of his eyes and not being able to do anything for him. That became the hardest part. Before surgery day, the hardest part was, obviously saying bye to my breasts, saying bye to a part of my body. I was worried I was not going to know what it felt like to have them again. I was worried I didn't know, looking like a freak, or not being able to breastfeed my babies, and all these elements of being a woman and being voluptuous and being beautiful. And I mean, that's all wrapped up in the way you look, for society. And so you're worried about all these things that really don't matter. And then in the end, I'm there on the hospital gurney, and I'm being, wheeled through, and it becomes the hardest part is not being able to help people that I love.
Dear Cancer, goodbye forever. C. Dear Cancer.
Oh my God, I have cancer.
Oh, God.
You're gone. I'm covered in a homemade quilt. Beautiful flowers sit next to me. My cheetah print PJs and fluffy pink slippers light up the halls. Ryan slept here every night. My parents are here each time I open my eyes. And Walter Reed has great milkshakes. I'm peaceful. I looked at my chest for the first time, and I saw my scars. They scream strength. I see strength without you. Blessed. C.